snarkers believe Savannah Chrisley is correct about the state of the prison system. Savannah Chrisley first voiced her complaints about the deplorable circumstances in the federal institutions not long after Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie were sent to prison. She even picked up the fight and started shouting. In the meantime, the Reddit community Chrisley Knows Prison, which is predominantly snarky, grew. Some residents of the neighborhood began to question Julie's daughter's assertion that the situation is untenable this past week. First of all, Todd and Julie's daughter fervently denies that her parents are guilty of the tax and fraud-related accusations that led to their conviction. Their legal team is currently working on challenging both the tax allegations and the fraud proof. The former members of the Gossip Squad began their appeal. Although it takes a while, Burr and Foreman employs Alex Little, a competent legal representative. They sincerely seek to have their total sentences of 19 years in jail reversed. In case you didn't know, Savannah Chrisley is fighting in the meantime through her own podcast and the media. She found out that jail circumstances are horrible and believes her parents should be back on TV. She receives a lot of criticism, but this is the first time she has realized there are problems at government facilities. Many people scoffed at her attempts, but some of them have since changed their minds. On July 6, a Reddit user named FrostyPlantain4265 wrote about a relative who had served time in a federal prison. "My ex-stepbrother is in the Lexington prison that Julie is in," they wrote. "The prison is dreadfully filthy and crumbling, obviously in the men's section. It's interesting to observe that for once, remarks like soap on a rope and do the crime, serve the time appeared to be less common." Some comments suggested that some are now considering Todd's daughter's statements to have some validity. Comments about Savannah Chrisley advocating for better circumstances began to arrive. "Snarkers, are you reconsidering? I am Ladia," a follower, commented. "Maybe the women's prison is as bad as Julie tells Savannah." Well, the commenter responded, "Yeah, I most certainly think it is. When my aunt visited, she described it as revolting." Savannah Chrisley's assertion was supported by others, as evidenced by the following comment from user Lost Coast 6457. "Julie definitely got the short end of the stick. Their prisons ought to have been turned around. Julie might also go to Pewee Valley, an all-women's prison located approximately 1 hour away." However, remarks about the need to make amends for crimes committed and even the idea that the prisoners should have used their earnings to upgrade their own jails persisted. What do you believe? Let us know in the comments section. Make sure to keep up with everything that the former USA Network stars are currently up to. For all Chrisley Knows Best news and updates, check back frequently.